This week on Men on Scotch, we're going to be reviewing Highland Park's Dark Origins. Stay tuned.
Welcome, YouTubers, to this week's on Men on Scotch. I'm Julio.
I'm Alec.
And this week, we proudly bring you another Highland Park expression called Dark Origins.
So good. I like Highland Park. I've tried we did a video on Magnus, which is easily my top 3 favorite scotches. Highland Park just happens to make an amazing line of scotch, and I'm a huge fan. This bottle, oddly enough, was a diamond in the rough. We found that there's normally, I've seen this bottle go for 180, I've seen it go for 90. I actually got this bottle for $39, which was amazing.
At the half off shop.
Yeah, at the half off shop. So they were stupid and I took advantage of that.
Yes, but I want to talk about this a little bit. Something, if you saw our previous Magnus edition from Highland, it's got it listed right here.
Yep.
Magnus, we didn't talk about this, and I think it was unfair. We should have talked about this. His name, Magnus Jönsson, was the original
bootlegger.
Distiller.
Did I say bootlegger?
Well, he was a distiller from Highland Park.
Right.
And this bottle, Dark Origins, came about because during his time, the British were levying high tariffs.
The British?
The British!
They did stuff like that?
I don't know.
They never did that stuff to us.
No. Tea
Your
Party.
asses.
So they were levying high tariffs on malt and all that stuff. And so basically, Magnus went underground, became a dark distiller. That's hence the Dark Origins. We just call them bootleggers here.
Right.
You know, Al Capone.
So it was dark because he can't see.
Yes.
Because it was dark.
Yes.
And he was distilling.
Yes.
In the dark.
He got burned several times.
And okay, so he's a dark distiller. Okay. All right.
But I don't know.
Nice.
So basically, Dark Origins is one of the non-age statements Highland Park whiskeys. You know, these expressions are really fantastic because it really, I look at it like this. So you are a distiller, you do your 12s,
right.
You gotta follow a certain recipe, you gotta hit a certain flavor profile,
right?
Because the company, every company, and I don't care if it's Highland Park, Macallan, Glenlivet, Glenfiddich, whatever, they have their flavor profiles they have to hit, right? You can't deviate from that.
Correct.
People, when you
It's
open
the
up,
law. It is the law.
not the law, Judge.
When it comes
to Judge Dredd. No, but seriously, it's not that it's the law. It's just that when you open a bottle of Glenlivet 12, you expect it to taste like Glenlivet 12, right? Right. You're not gonna open up a Glenlivet bottle and expect smoky whiskey, right?
No, you're right.
So what this does is it allows the master distiller to basically flex his creative muscles, right? They just get creative. Hey, blend here, blend that, blend this. Not necessarily. We're not gonna call it age statement because you know what? It raises the prices. Even though this is not cheap.
No, and when you give an age statement, you're expected to deliver, like you said, a certain. That's right. You're expected to deliver a certain level of that was terrible.
Yes.
A certain level of scotch when it comes to the age statement. So by not giving it an age statement, it's like, oh, you don't like it, that's okay, because I didn't tell you there was a 15-year anyways.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's their way of like.
And truth be told, I'm gonna be honest with you. Age statements sometimes can be mistaken for quality.
Right. That's not necessarily the case because Magnus is not an age statement.
Phenomenal
and it is really good.
Yes.
Really good.
And honestly, look, I've tasted, for example, we just did an episode, Ben Rye Curiositas. That's a 10-year-old. A 10-year-old. Now, maybe a whiskey stop was like, that's only a 10-year-old.
Right.
But it was phenomenal.
So good. And it'll put some 12 and 15-year-olds to shame.
Agreed. So sometimes just the age statement is not an indication of how good a whiskey is. The distillery and what they offer really sells.
Right. At the end of the day, it really boils down to the master distiller. So whether it's an age statement or a non-age statement, the age statement's there to let you know how young the youngest scotch is in the bottle. Yeah. But it's not necessarily there to say, hey, listen, if you want quality, you have to go with an 18-year versus a blended scotch or versus a non-age statement. It's there because it has to be there.
Right.
But it all boils down to the master distiller and his craft and his skill. And in the case of Highland Park, the distillers there are phenomenal. They really make sure that they hit all the points. The flavor profiles are perfect. The bottling, the packaging is exquisite.
Pretty cool.
They're really good at what they do. Even the logo on the top, it's very Viking heritage-ish.
Well, that because the Orkney Islands are an archipelago on the northern part.
The Orkney Islands.
Orkneys,
like the orcs from
Down past, yes,
just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
All right.
So the Orkney Islands, they're in the northern part of Scotland, and they are proud of their Viking heritage because during the North Sea, all that Viking territory, right?
Right.
So this is another thing we need to talk. This is a double first fill, and it says it right here. All right, sherry. So double first fill. So basically, first time the whiskey goes into the barrel. That is what they use. So sometimes barrels get reused and reused and reused, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time. So one barrel got filled first time, boom, they dumped it in this. Another barrel got filled, So basically that's what they're saying. Sherry. So sherry is another well-used,
very common.
Very common.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very common in the Scotch.
Yeah.
They use sherry a lot.
A lot.
So you're gonna break it open. We're gonna keep yapping.
I'm trying to shut you up, but you can keep talking while I do this because.
So Highland Park is another. It is a really good distillery in North. Yeah, it is. And I can't wait to taste this.
Yeah, I've never tried it.
Never tried it.
I'm opening it, and we don't normally.
For the very first
time. Yeah. So I'm actually opening it up for the first time here.
Wait, we get on here the cork.
This is the
corkage. Ooh, not bad.
I've heard better.
Yeah, but not bad.
Very little this time because I seem to. I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
I think that's great.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. That's phenomenal. So hold on before you even get to them.
Oh, too late.
Put it because it might be.
No, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it hits.
Well, this is a Highland. By the way, I forgot to say, this is a Highland whiskey, not a Speyside.
Okay.
So you get usually with Highland, you get richer whiskeys, not fruity or floral. This is it's more deeper and richer.
Correct.
Hence, look at the color.
Yeah,
it's
very golden.
Yeah.
Bronze.
Yeah.
Amber.
What do you?
I don't have any other cinnamons. Cinnamons. I don't have any more.
Funny because I smell a little bit.
Wow. That's really good.
Smoky.
The flavor, the second it tastes so good once it hits my lips. The flavor, the second it hits your tongue, it's like explodes with richness, boldness, like very little bite. I'm
Macallan-esque.
I mean, a lot of the whiskeys that we've done, a lot of the scotches that we've done, you drink it and it takes a minute. It takes a second or two before your taste buds start tingling and before you get the flavor profiles. I mean, this is almost instant.
Yeah.
The second you drink it, the rich, bold flavor is there. Like, this is phenomenal.
This is a funny thing. When the half off rack, you'd be insane because this is a phenomenal whiskey.
I can see why it's $90. This is great. Why didn't you make me buy more?
It's a smoky.
This is really good.
It's a touch of smoke.
Yeah,
it's not peat.
Hint. It's not peat. It's a hint. It's a hint of smoke.
It's a smoky. The richness.
And I think that's what it is. I think that the richness is a very similar taste to like the peat, the smoke, because it's not a smoky whiskey.
No.
I think that the boldness and the flavor mimics that of a peated whiskey.
46% by alcohol. That's 92 proof.
It's great.
26, 20. Yeah.
So you can drink it or
93 proof. Sorry, 93 proof. Basically.
You can drink it or you can use it to degrease, engines and stuff.
I would not degrease this engine. You should be chopped up and your hands should be chopped up for it.
You're right.
This is honestly, this is a phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really great.
Really
good.
Completely different. If you've ever tried the Magnus,
Never.
Like I said, look at our video we did. Completely different expression. Because
Magnus is very chill compared to this. This is very bold in your face. Magnus is very just like, very feathery, very light. This is just.
Here's the thing. Magnus for a beginner would be phenomenal because it's just easy to drink.
Yeah.
This is more.
Like instantly. The second you drink it, it's instant flavor
Yes.
right off the bat.
And you can sell. You know what? The box has a great statement. It says, "In the dead of night, warming hearts." That is,
I can agree with that.
It's
Yeah,
that's a great statement because honestly, can you think of something better to drink
no,
in a cold night?
Absolutely great.
Yeah, it's really.
This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm gonna give this 4 barrels
Yes.
because this is
I agree.
just really great flavor right off the bat. I really, and as I drink more of these Highland Parks, my flavor palette seems to go more towards the scotches
Sure.
that they distill because they hit every note perfectly. Smoothness, richness, bold flavor. Not too bitey. Like it's just perfect. It's really
Highland Park,
amazing.
Highland Park is
Amazing.
phenomenal.
Yeah. Really
You know what I like about this also, and I don't want to keep yapping on, but here's the
Yeah,
thing.
we don't want you to keep yapping. So.
I know. On a YouTube channel, no talk.
No.
We should just say quiet and just look at
Just
the camera.
mime it, yeah.
But okay, we just did a video for Glenlivet.
The Caribbean. The
Yeah,
Caribbean. Yeah.
Caribbean. Okay, so basically, what I love about this is this. Okay, you can tell in the Fountain Reserve, they took Fountain Reserve and branched it off to somewhere else.
Correct.
Cool. Okay.
Right.
Fantastic. But this
Is
you can't say that this is a Magnus.
no. This is its own thing.
Yeah.
This is its own thing.
Yeah.
This isn't like a version of Magnus or
Yes.
a version of something. This is its own entity.
thing. Yes.
The Caribbean that we did was a Scotch that they made taste a little bit different.
Yes.
This is its own
Yes.
individual personality.
It could be, to be fair, it could be a version of their 12. You'll see it coming soon.
Right.
But this is its own thing.
Okay.
They didn't. I feel sometimes the companies do that like a little bit.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with it. They kind of like take the same product, kind of try to mold it
Yeah.
into something else, and
Correct.
give it fine. But
This is its own thing. I like it. No, I really like it. This
Phenomenal.
is amazing.
If you can tell, I think we like it.
Yeah, we like it. Damn it.
We like it a lot.
Well, tune into us next week. We're going to be bringing you another Scotch to review. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the comment section. Hit that notification button so every time one of our videos drops,
Yes.
you'll be notified. And hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. And
Hey, don't forget to let us know what you think of Highland Park.
Yeah.
Dark Origins.
do you agree or disagree
Agree.
with Dark Origins or with any of Highland Park's products?
Yep.
Let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
We also like to take, if you have a comment, maybe something you think we should taste and review.
Absolutely. Put it in the comment section. We'll buy it, or you can send it to us because that would be even better.
Better.
But until next week,
Stay drinky.
I'll drink to that.